Hello and welcome to Elecspo, and who remembers the European Super League? Of course you all do, it was only a few months ago, but now everything is basically forgotten about with barely a slap on the wrist. But three clubs never gave up on the project: Real Madrid, Barcelona and Juventus. So today I'm going to give them the Super League, but not the European Super League they craved. Instead, they're joining the Malaysian Super League, the top level of football over in Malaysia, with 12 clubs competing for glory. It's basically everything Real Madrid, Juve and Barcelona wanted, and they'll be so much better than everyone else that will never even go down, just like the European Super League. So what will happen when we force Real Madrid, Barcelona and Juventus to play in the Malaysian Super League? I'm James from Elecspo, let's find out. Okay, here we are at the start of the simulation, the 21st of December 2020. The Malaysian season runs differently to the European seasons. They go from, I think it's January till about July. Then you've got the Malaysian Cup. I think it's an FA Cup it's called. But as you can see, here we have got Barcelona, Real Madrid and Juventus. Zebra, as they're known on FM, but that doesn't matter. Those three teams have joined the Malaysian Super League. They've replaced Kedah, Pahang and PJ City, and they have been expelled from the European Champions League because, I mean, there's no point. They're playing in the Malaysian Super League, the 28th most reputable league in Asia, which isn't, that's not great, is it? Things are already looking a little bit desperate for these teams. Already it looks like they're going to lose big players. You can see there, Man United land Kulusevski for as little as 750 grand. These three clubs are going to be absolutely, I don't know how to describe it, they're going to be absolutely taken to the cleaners. Their big players are going to leave, and they're going to leave for absolutely nothing. PSG want Dybala for as little as £1 million. The money isn't going to be the same as what the European Super League was going to provide. The whole point of them joining this European Super League was to, become even richer. Well, not even richer, to become rich again, because none of them have got any money nowadays. But in Malaysia, it's going to be difficult. They're going to lose a lot of the big boys, probably most of them, to be honest. I mean, let's have a look at someone here. Rafael Varane, for example. Valued now at 675 grand a week. Thibaut Courtois, only valued at 725 grand. These players are suddenly worth absolute buttons. So where will they end up, and how will Barcelona, Real Madrid and Juventus get on in their first season of Malaysian football? Super League football though, they wanted a Super League and that is what they've got. Let's dive a year into the future, let's see what happens. Okay, here we are, the 7th of December 2021, and your Malaysian Super League champions are Juventus. Unsurprisingly, it was Juventus, Real Madrid and Barcelona at the top of the table. Juventus coming out on top with 61 points, only 1 point better off than Real Madrid and only 3 points better off than Barcelona. The rest of the league were absolutely miles away. Fourth was Johor DT, they got 32 points. I mean, it speaks volumes about the difference in class between these teams. I mean, it is expected. I mean, I know we're punishing them for wanting to be in a Super League, but they are still elite football teams with elite footballers. I mean, Barcelona have still got Lionel Messi, for goodness sake. Let's check him out, see how he's got on. Deemed surplus to requirements, he's had a great season, 14 goals and 15 appearances. But they need to get rid of him, he's on 700 grand a week, for goodness sake. And Barcelona are in debt. Their reputation down to 4 stars already. Let's have a little look at Real Madrid. They're in debt, 4.5 star reputation. Let's check out Juventus as well. Fortunately for them, their finances are okay. Let's have a little look at the cup competition, see who won that as well. And the FA Cup was won by Barcelona. Barcelona getting themselves some silverware, beating Real Madrid 2-1 in the final. And as for the Malaysian Cup, it was Real Madrid. Real Madrid won 2-0. So all three teams have won a trophy after their first season, which is nice, isn't it? Let's check Juventus out. They have lost Bentancur for just £1 million to Santos. Chiellini's had to go on a free. Other than that, it seems okay. Let's check Barcelona out, see who they've got rid of. Braithwaite gone to Lille. Clement Longley gone for less than £1 million. And Ilej Mariba loaned out. But again, they've still got most of the top players. Pedri's there, Messi's there, Griezmann, Fati, Jordi Alba, Roberto Busquets. Busquets is leaving, he's joining AC Milan. Coutinho's on his way out. He's going to AC Milan as well. I mean, they need to get rid of these players. I mean, look, they're all on the transfer list. Dembele is there. Frenkie de Jong's on there. Pjanic. They need to get rid of these players, and they need to get rid of them yesterday, to be honest, because they are deep in debt. Let's check out Real Madrid. They too are desperately trying to get rid of players. Eden Hazard there on the transfer list. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale's asked to go, but he hasn't been granted that opportunity. Maybe Malaysian football's the place for Gareth Bale. Vinicius is on there, Rodrigo, Brahim Diaz, Martin Odegaard. Literally everyone, man. They're desperate to get rid of players and balance the books. The Malaysian Super League isn't quite going to plan for these three European giants. They wanted a Super League, they've got it, and it's not going very well. But they've all won a trophy after year one. How will year two go? Let's find out. Okay, here we are, the 13th of November 2022. Another season of the Malaysian Super League is complete, and my oh my, was it exciting. Juventus defending their title, winning it by a single goal. Both Juventus and Real Madrid went the season unbeaten. They were invincible. Yet Juventus had a goal difference of 63 compared to Real Madrid's 62. Both those sides were 4 points clear of Barcelona, but in the end it was Juventus winning the title. Let's have a little look at the cup, see how they've gone. The FA Cup, that was won by Real Madrid. What about the Malaysian Cup? That was also won by Real Madrid, beating Barcelona in the final. So Barcelona haven't won anything in this season. What about the Champions League? Obviously Juventus winning the title. They were playing in the Asian Champions League, not the European Champions League. How did they get on? In Group J, they came second and didn't make it through. It was Suwon from Korea who made it through. So Juventus' Champions League dream has died. Let's have a little look at the transfers, see if they've got rid of any more players. I'm going to assume they probably have. Kulusevski there, gone to Borussia Dortmund, 625 grand. Ronaldo gone to Man United. I mean, Ronaldo was there, man. I totally forgot about that, actually. Ronaldo there. In his 2 seasons, you know, he's pretty good in Malaysia, unsurprisingly. Averaging a goal pretty much every game. More than a goal a game, actually. Pretty good. And now he's at Man United, and he's doing great there. On a free as well. What a signing. They are so lucky. Still got a lot of the big boys though. Szczesny, De Ligt, Bonucci, Arter, Rabiot, Dybala. Big names still at Juventus. And still they couldn't win the Asian Champions League. Barcelona. Lionel Messi is still there. He's the star player now, it's fine. He's not deemed usurps the requirements, although his contract is expiring at the end of the month. So perhaps things could be coming to an end for Lionel Messi, which is going to be a bit of an issue. A lot of the big names have left Barcelona. Pedri, he's still there. They've got Griezmann still, Umtiti still there. Mariba, Piqué, Dest, Puig, who... That picture the other day of him looking exactly like Robin van Persie, quite unnerving. Let's have a look at the transfers for Barcelona. See who has gone out. Busquets there, obviously we know, and Coutinho going to AC Milan. Ousmane Dembele going to Atlanta. I mean, these are massive players not going to major clubs. I mean, yes, Atlanta are a Champions League club, but it's not the top level of European clubs. Pjanic going to Valencia, Sergi Roberto to Porto. Frenkie de Jong to Chelsea for just 575 grand. That's a man who Barcelona signed for 67 million. Gone for not even £1 million to Chelsea. That's how desperate these teams are and how much they've got to get rid of them. Got to get them off the wage books. Ansu Fati gone on a free to Fiorentina. That's devastating. The bright prospect coming through at Barcelona. Ter Stegen gone for less than 500 grand. Oh, it's an absolute shambles. What about Real Madrid? Unsurprisingly, these clubs aren't signing anyone. Martin Odegaard gone to Shakhtar Donetsk for more than £1 million, but still it's absolute buttons. Luka Jovic gone to Zenit. I mean, it seems like Real Madrid are getting a bit more cash than other teams. Toni Kroos, I take that back, he's only gone for 325 grand. That's Marcelo gone to River Plate. And I didn't notice in the first season, Benzema going to Paris Saint-Germain, Modric to Real Sociedad. I mean, Real Madrid must have quite a lot of their big names. They do. Courtois, Militao, Mendy, Casemiro, Hazard. A lot of the big names still at Real Madrid. But at the minute, after 2 seasons, it is Juventus dominating. But the reputations are going down. Real Madrid down to 4 stars and they are in debt. And they are somehow managed by Roberto Mancini. How did that happen? Zidane left on the 6th of June 2022 and somehow still Real Madrid appointed Roberto Mancini. How on earth did they blag that? I mean, what kind of money is he on? 36.5 grand a week, not a lot. And he feels his hands are tied by the financial constraints at the club. I mean, you kind of should have saw that coming, Roberto. Real Madrid in debt. Their reputation down to 4 stars. Let's have a little look at the other teams. See what's going on there. And if you compare it to the other teams, UITM, their reputation's only a star. Juventus, they're still 4.5 stars. And their finances are secure. As for Barcelona, 4-star reputation. And they too are in debt. It is going drastically wrong for these clubs. And this season Barcelona didn't even get themselves a trophy. Juventus back-to-back titles. This season Real Madrid did the cup double. What will happen in season 3? Let's find out. Okay, here we are, season 3, the 26th of November 2023, and Real Madrid have won the Super League, the Malaysian Super League. They have toppled Juventus. For the first time they have won the title, winning it by 2 points ahead of Juventus. And yet again, Barcelona are in 3rd. Let's check Juventus out because obviously they'll have been in the Champions League again. See how they got on, the Asian Champions League. Looks like things have gone a little bit better, but they only made it to the 2nd round where they were beaten once again by Suwon of South Korea. That was who topped their group last year. This season they've beaten them in the 2nd round. As for the cups, the FA Cup, let's have a little look. Juventus were beaten in the semis by Real Madrid on away goals, and in the end it was won by Real Madrid 2-0. Real Madrid winning the final 2-0 against Penang. So how on earth when did Barcelona get knocked out? Let's have a little look. So Real Madrid beat Juventus in the semi-final. The other semi-final was Penang against Johor. When did Barcelona get knocked out? In the quarters by Real Madrid. So for the first time here, we had someone else compete in the final. It was Penang, and in the end it was Real Madrid who won it. What about the Malaysia Cup? That was won by Juventus. 2-1 win, beating Real Madrid in the final. Dybala's still there, still hammering the goals in. Alexandro's still there, Arta's still there. Big names still playing for Juventus. Let's check them out. Still got Szczesny, Bonucci's still there in his grand old age with his bloody Zimmer frame. A lot of the bigger names are starting to go, but Dybala's on his way out. Dybala is heading to Roma, so next season Juventus will not have their talisman, Paulo Dybala. Let's have a look to see their finances. Secure, but their reputation down to 3.5 stars. That's not good. Barcelona, on the other hand, their reputation is down to 3.5 stars, but their finances are secure. They've got a new captain, Elecspo, one of the young stars of the team right now, and he has replaced Lionel Messi as the captain, but not for long because he's leaving on the 4th of January. That is, well, that's disappointing for him, isn't it? Well, not for him, it's probably good for him. It's disappointing for Barcelona. Let's check Real Madrid out, see how they're looking. Their finances, they're okay, and their reputation, 4 stars. It's not gone down drastically. They are the champions after all, so you know. What more could you want? Let's have a look at the Malaysian Super League on a whole. It is still the 28th most reputable league in Asia. But when will things start to change? I mean, I know these clubs aren't the same as what they were, but they're still big deals in world football. They just haven't got any money anymore because they're in Malaysia. But in 3 more years, where will the land lie? Will the Malaysian Super League be enhanced? Will these teams have finally found their feet, maybe start to bring some own players in? Let's find out. I'm going to go 3 more years into the future to 2036 and see where the land lies. Okay, here we are on the 3rd of December 2026. Barcelona, Real Madrid and Juventus still Malaysian Super League teams, and the Malaysian Super League is on the rise. It is now the 18th most reputable league in Asia. So, you know, things are on the up. The holders are Real Madrid. Let's see who's been the winners over the past few years. When we left things in 2023, it was Real Madrid who won, and they have dominated ever since. The top three's been unmoved since these guys arrived, but Real Madrid have won 4 titles in a row. And for the first time ever, Barcelona have came second. Barcelona are the team that are really struggling. But it's Real Madrid who are thriving in Malaysia. Let's check each team out, see how they're doing. Real Madrid are once again a rich team. How on earth does that happen? How are they classed as rich? Goodness knows how. They've got a new manager, Dejan Stankovic, a guy you'll remember well. He used to score volleys for days playing for Inter Milan. What a player he was, an absolute technical great. He's the manager now at Real Madrid. As for the other clubs, let's have a little look. Barcelona will go to next. They're rich as well. Managed by Walter Bursa, Slovenian. Reputation 3.5 stars. Not great, but it hasn't got any worse, so that's fine. And still they are, well again rather, they are rich. Considering they've been in debt in the recent history, that is pretty good. Juventus on the decline though. They're rich, which is alright, but their reputation is down to 3 stars. And they're managed by a Bulgarian who I've never heard of, Krasimir Balakov. If you know anything about him, let me know in the comments below. Let's have a look at the team, see if any names stand out. First things first here, Marley Ake. He's the only one I know. They signed him back in 2021 for £7.25 million. To be honest, he's not really playing much, and he's the only player I recognise. All the big names have gone now. What about Barcelona? Let's have a little look. Same's happened here. Big names have all gone. They've got Daniel Azani, a Manchester City youngster in reality. He's just signed for £1.5 million. So I mean, at least these clubs have finally been able to spend a bit of money, a bit of cash, you know. They're not just clinging on for dear life. What about Real Madrid? Have a little look at their players. Eder Militao is still there. Why? Why is he still there? He's still earning 105 grand a week as well. I mean, he's absolutely loving it. Maybe Rodrigo's there as well. I mean, it's no wonder Real Madrid are dominating, man. They've still kept Rodrigo and they've still kept Eder Militao. I don't know what's keeping them there, but something clearly is. These guys love it in Malaysia and they're having a grand old time. Let's have a little look at the competition history for Real Madrid. Obviously 4-time winners of the Malaysian Super League. They won the Malaysian Cup in 2026, the FA Cup. They won it in 24 and 25. So no Asian Champions League success for them. Let's have a look at the other teams. Barcelona. Have Barcelona won anything yet? Let's find out the competitions. They won the FA Cup in 2026, so that's good. At least, bit of progress there. As for Juventus, I'm going to assume they've won all the other trophies. Let's have a look at their history. They won the Malaysia Cup in 2024 and 2025. But what about the Asian Champions League? Have Real Madrid done anything in that competition? Obviously it's been Real Madrid playing in it. They're the only team that's been winning. Let's have a little look at the Champions League. The most recent season, Real Madrid didn't even make it out of the group. The year before, let's have a little look. Where are Real Madrid in 2025? Again, they didn't make it out of the group. Coming third in 2024. They didn't make it out of the group again, coming fourth. I mean, it's absolutely appalling. After 6 seasons, none of these teams have even came close to winning the Asian Champions League. It's been dominated by Al Sadd, they've won it twice. Ulsan won it twice. Al Ahly from Saudi Arabia, Al Jahail, Qatar. But still no winner from the Malaysian Super League. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know what the point of this simulation was, but personally, I think it's been fun. These clubs have been put on their knees. They have lost their big players. Their finances have been put in tatters. Their reputation's dropped. But they're getting what they want. They're playing in a competition where there's not really much competition, so to speak. They're always going to be competing for the top 3. They might win a trophy, they might not. They're never going down. And it's probably quite nice in Malaysia. So, Barcelona, Real Madrid and Juventus, this is what you wanted, isn't it? We will leave it there. If you want more of this simulation, I don't know why you would. Maybe we can see if we can get the Malaysian Super League to even higher in the Asian ranks. Let me know down in the comments below. But for the European Super League clubs, you've got your Super League. Is it really been worth it? I don't know who I'm talking to. These teams aren't watching. This isn't real. let's wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo. And until next time, we will see you around.